Hey guys, I'm going to try something new here and I'm hoping this works. You can see that I'm on my webpage. I sent you a link on Remind a couple days ago about how to get here. If you have trouble or you can't find it, let me know and I will try to get you here. But I just want to show you where a few things are. I'll come back and show you some more on the webpage in just a minute, but I want to show you this spot right here called At Home Learning. If you click there, it should take you to some links or some files that I've uploaded. These are basically what was in your packet, except for the reading challenge. That's a new one. If you click on At Home Student Learning Calendar, this should look familiar. Okay, so students, this is what you guys should have. We have to-do list at school and students have to check off after they've completed a task. So I set this up like a to-do list, so I'm hoping that helps. It's just to keep you organized so you know what you've done and what you still need to do. I tried to put it in there by days and I tried to give you a little bit of reading, a little bit of writing, a little bit of math in each day. It doesn't have to necessarily be completed in a specific order or that doesn't really matter. I want you practicing your skills. Parents, these assignments should all be practice. There's nothing new, so don't be freaking out about how to teach your kids something. You don't really have to do that. They should know what they're doing and they should be able to look at this calendar and they should be able to do it. So if we say, let's say Wednesday was day 1, then today is Friday, so that should be day 3. So it should be these things are the things that you should have done this week. Okay. So let's go through day 1. And you'll notice that I kind of put a mixture of things that need a computer or need the internet with things that don't need a computer or the internet. So if you're sharing a computer with mom or dad or brother or sister or whatever, and you can't get on the computer, don't worry about it. Do something that you can do. Okay. Okay, so let's look at day 1. The first thing on here is Raz Kids Level Up. So you guys should know how to get into Raz. I'm going to click over here on, so this is this link right here, kidsa2z.com. So if you type that in, it should take you there. And I'm just going to click on it and hopefully that'll work for me. You should see this screen, hopefully. If you've entered it in before, it may take you directly to the student page. So you'll type in my username 421 and click go. And then you should see our class. So you'll find your name. And I actually have a student account here too. And you'll put in your password, which is ABC, and click go. Now you're going to see that I have 4 different rooms because obviously I have assignments that I've not completed yet. Yours should only have the reading room and the level up room right now. You may see a flight check or an assignment sometime next week when I put an assignment in there. But I can see what you're doing when you log in. No matter where you are, I can see exactly what you're doing, what you're reading. So I put a level up assignment on day 1. So you'll click on level up. Okay, so if you look at the top, right now I am in level J and I want to get to level K. Notice it says I have 60 tasks left. Wow, that seems like a lot. So I'm not going to get to level K for a while. So when I have a level up assignment in there, that just means pick a book, read the book, take the quiz on it. You might be able to do 2, maybe 3 books in a day. So it's going to take you a while to level up, but that's okay. And I did go in and adjust some levels. So some of you might see you've already leveled up. You've already moved to a new level because I went in and changed some of them. But there are, and I think when it says tasks, I think it's also talking about reading the book and taking the quiz as a different task. So that shouldn't be such a big deal. So it's these books right here that I need to read on level J before it will move me to level K. Okay? And we'll talk a little bit more about these things later, but that's you may see those later. All right, so let's get out of there. And let's go back to our calendar. All right, so read 20 minutes. I shouldn't really have to show you anything there, right? You should be able to do that. We've practiced building our stamina. That should not be a problem. Okay, so let's look at reading log. And you guys should have this reading log in your packet. If not, I've put an extra one on here for you. It does have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can just write the date in there. It doesn't have to necessarily be that date, but I would like you to put something on your reading log every day. Okay? So you'll put title, author, minutes, and parents will sign it just like they do homework every night. Now, this code and this response is a little bit different. So if you'll look down here, we have nonfiction questions and we have fiction questions. So if you're reading a nonfiction book and second graders, you know what that means, then you'll choose a nonfiction question to answer. So let's say we want to answer this question. What is your interest in this topic? NF5. So I'll go back up here and I'll write NF5 and I'll answer that question. So I might say I'm reading a book about sharks because I love sharks. Okay? Or I think sharks are the coolest animals, whatever. Okay? However you want to answer that, just please remember to use complete sentences. Complete sentences start with capital letters and periods, and they are complete thoughts with a who and a what. All right, so let's get out of the reading log. Remember, if you have questions about any of this, call me, text me, whatever. Okay, let's go back to our learning calendar. Okay, so the one thing on here that you guys aren't familiar with that I didn't get to show you that you haven't seen is the Scholastic Learn at Home. And I absolutely love this resource. So I know it's new and I know this is something you're not familiar with, but use it. It's great. So they're going to post 20 days worth of stuff on here. So that's this link right here. And they did have it to where you had to enter a passcode or something, but I think they've taken that off, which is great. One less step to go through. Okay, so down here at the bottom where it says choose a grade level, you'll click on grades 1 and 2. And if that's too easy for you, you can always go back and click on grades 3 and 5 or 3 through 5. Okay, so here's week 1. So when it says on your calendar day 1, this is the day 1 activity. This is what I want you to do. You'll watch the story, you'll read a book, and you'll do some activities with it, which I love. So if you click on Take Me There, this is taking you to BookFlix, which normally you have to have a subscription to, but now it's free. So you'll watch the Diary of a Spider story, which is great. They've just animated the story for you. And then this, you'll read a book, and I want to show you some things on the read a book. Okay, so you can go through, you can read it yourself, or you can click read along and it will read it to you. When you click read along,
what are spiderlings?
I love that you can slow it down. If you're reading along with it, for those of you that need that, it's up there for you. So I really like that. So you'll watch the story, you'll read the book, and then over here under puzzlers, this is where you'll do your activities. Now, if you want to dive deeper, these are great, but you don't have to do that. It gives you links that you can go, tons of spider links on here. So those are awesome. Okay, so let's go back out of that. Yeah. Okay. All right, so the next thing on your list was Freckle. Now, second graders are familiar with Freckle. We use it for mostly math practice. But last week I decided to add the ELA. So the ELA part in Freckle is a little bit new for them, but they do know how to get there and they do know how to log in. So let me see if I can get this to open in a new tab. That would help me out. Okay. So this is what Freckle looks like, the home page. Students should know to sign in. Make sure you click student. Our class code is on your learning calendar, but it's also, if you've ever logged in before, it'll save it. It'll put it down here. So all you have to do is click that. If this is your first time in, you'll have to type it in HNM6DN. And then you'll have to enter your first and last name. Put mine in there. All right, so when you log in, this is what you should see. You should see ELA, you should see math, and you should see from my teacher. I did put one assignment in there, but we'll get to that later. Because on your calendar, it said word study practice, we're going to click on ELA. And then these are your options. And by the way, I did put library on there, but this is something you can always go to and read anytime you want to. So word study, I put a level in for you. So we're not all going to see the same thing. We're going to see what we need to see, hopefully. So you'll notice mine says right now, contraction to words pair sort. So this is a practice of kind of what we've been doing in Letterland. I did not send Letterland homework home this week. But that could be coming if we don't come back to school, because I don't want you guys getting behind on that. So this is where I want you to click, and then there's also a story that kind of goes along with that. Okay. All right, let's go back out of here. So that's Freckle. Okay, so let's go to writing. Write about what you did today. I included a blank book in all of your packets, and I know some of you have used those blank books to make your own stories and create your own books. Be creative, that's fine, use it for that. If you want to use it as a journal and keep all of your writing in there, that's fine too. If you want to do your writing in a notebook or on blank paper, that's totally fine. I just want you writing, okay? So I put a writing topic on here. It says write about what you did today. Guys, feel free to choose your own writing topic. I'm just giving you an idea, okay? Okay, let's jump down to math. I put online iReady lessons. So let's talk about iReady real quick. Students use iReady every single week. They need to get in 45 minutes of reading and 45 minutes of math, and that's what we try to do. So what I did on your calendar was I put in an iReady lesson. I tried to put one in, so if you'll notice right here, there's a math lesson. Over here, there's a reading lesson. Day 3 has a math lesson. Day 4 has a reading lesson. I've tried to just alternate those. I don't want you in iReady all day, every day. Okay? So do a math lesson one day, do a reading lesson the next. Do a math lesson the next day, do a reading lesson the next day. Okay? Each lesson should take about 20 minutes. And hopefully by the end of the week, that'll give you your 45 minutes in each subject. If you're doing a quick little word study lesson, it's okay to go ahead and do 2 lessons, as long as it's not too much time in front of a screen. And I feel like so much I'm having to assign is in front of a screen because I don't know how else to do this. But I don't want your child sitting in front of a screen all day, every day. Okay. But iReady students know how to get there. They know how to log in. If you have any issues, please let me know, but they know how that works. They are very, very, very familiar with that. The iReady lessons online is a totally different assignment from the Ready Math or Ready Reading packets. Okay, the packets are what the county office has copied for us to use for every student K-8. So those, when I say on here Ready packet, I just want you to do an assignment or a page or 2 in that packet. Do not sit down and try to do the whole packet in one sitting. Spread it out. But I do want you doing a little bit of something not on a computer every day. Okay? All right. So where did I get to here? Oh, Freckle fact practice. All students should know how to do that. That shouldn't be anything new when they click on math. Fact practice is just practicing those facts. Mystery science. I failed to get this link on here for you. I am sorry, but I did put it in your parent letter. So let me open that up. Parents, have we seen this? Does this look familiar? So down here, I did put mystery science on here. I just failed to get it on your calendar. Okay, so it looks like this. Mystery science is something we use at school. The kids love it. I love it. It makes teaching really easy. It kind of lays everything out for the lesson. And they're providing some lessons for free. So if you click on second grade, it'll jump you down here. These are the mini lessons. So on day 1, I put the Are Unicorns Real? So this is the 5-minute list.